Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. This morning I'm going to be reading from Proverbs chapter 5 because it is, March 5th. I did it again yesterday, I realize. A little quirk about me, I am not a confident man. And when I make mistakes and they get brought up to me, it hurts because I'm not a confident man. And so when I speak something confidently, like I did yesterday, saying it was February and it's really March, and then somebody brings it out, I almost always say, see, that's why I shouldn't be doing this, God. But he chose a broken person to sit here every morning, read his word, even though I read poorly. I have dyslexia terribly, and it takes me forever to understand. Even though I don't put my thoughts together well, he asked me to do this, and I will continue to do it because he asked me to do so. And this morning when I was reading in Proverbs chapter 5, and I read this from verses 7 through 14. So 7 verses this morning. So, my sons, listen to me and do not turn away from the words of my mouth. Keep your way far from her. Don't go near the door of her house. Otherwise, you will give up your vitality to others and your years to someone cruel. Strangers will drain your resources, and your earnings will end up in foreigners' houses. At the end of your life, you will lament when your physical body has been consumed, and you will say, how I hated discipline, and my heart despised correction. I didn't obey my teachers or listen closely to my mentors. I am on the verge of complete ruin before the entire community. And as I was reading that, I know he's talking about the idolatrous woman chasing after fancy and things that aren't yours that you shouldn't chase after. But the reality is, this is so true with anything that you may chase after. You have something that you need to do, a task that needs to get done. And you know that tomorrow you have some other things that you should be doing. And if you don't get the task done today, you're going to have to skip something tomorrow to get done what has to be done because you're out of time. How many of us have ever done that? Me, all the time, right? Invariably, on days like that, I find myself watching YouTube shorts or Facebook clips, or, I get sucked into, some book that I don't have any business reading right now. It's something I could deal with when I got more time. And so I don't take care of what needs to be taken care of. And then I find, instead of doing the thing that I know I should be doing, or I want to be doing, or I could be doing, I have to do the thing that I should have done before. Doesn't that really sound like the same thing? Otherwise, you will give up your vitality to others, your years to someone cruel. Strangers will drain your resources, and your earnings will end up in a foreigner's house. At the end of your life, you will lament when your physical body has been consumed, and you will say, how I hated discipline, and my heart despised correction. It's not just a woman as a mistress, guys. It's not a man as a partner, girls. It is anything that you allow to overtake you when you should be finishing the work at hand. I said this to someone this week. God frees up time for you. What is his expectation for you to do with it? Almost always we say, God freed up the time for me because he wants me to be able to have some fun. I'm going to tell you a secret. He wants you to have fun But that's not why he freed up the time. He freed up the time because he wants you to put your focus on him. Do the thing that needs to be done so you can get the thing that will make life bearable, make life pleasant, make life amazing. You know, it is true. What you plant, you reap. So if you're spending a lot of time wasting it, you're going to get a lot of wasted fruit. Stuff that is useless in your life and does nothing for you. It's frustrating to me when I find myself in that position where I'm seeing the fruit of my labors and it's all rotten. I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want any of us to have to do that anymore. I love y'all. I truly do. Remember, when you chase after the things that seem good in the moment, you're going to get the benefit of what you did. And it's probably going to look like, if it's not focused on God, it's probably going to look like your vitality lost, years given away. Earnings will end up just disappearing. And at the end of your life, you're going to lament on all the ways you wasted everything. I don't want that in my life anymore. I'm trying. I'm sharing with you my struggle so you can struggle with me and we don't have to be alone. Is that fair? I hope so. Have a great day. God bless. Don't forget, it is Sunday. Get to church.